3 ways to get motivated. Listen, the pandemic did some funky things to a lot of people's heads, and emotional health has not really been at the top of everyone's minds. And we've isolated ourselves because we had to, and we're just not feeling so great, all right? So we've got to get that mojo back. We've got to get motivated. We've got to get ourselves back on track. So today I'm going to give you 3 ways to boost your personal motivation, whether it's something that you want to create in your professional life, something that you want to create in your personal life. These 3 ways to boost your motivation are fail-safe, they're free, you can start them right now, and you already have all the tools to do them. But before I give you those 3 keys to mastering your personal motivation, I want you to please check and see, are you a subscriber here? We would love to have you. If you're not, click that subscribe button and the little bell so that you'll know every time that we drop a video just like this to give you some positive motivation for a happy life. Okay, I'll be right back with those 3 keys.
GILD Coaching. More success, less stress.
There are 3 really simple steps that you can take to get your mojo back, to get your motivation back on track to where you want to go. You're a busy person. You've got a lot going on in your life. Sometimes it might seem like that. It might not seem like that because we're stuck inside because of the pandemic. Things have changed so much from where they were just, 18 months ago or so, right? But there are 3 really simple things that you can do to kind of snap yourself back into your personal mojo. Now, the first one is really simple, but you might be like, I'm out of my mojo. How in the heck do I do that? Bear with me. The first one is get positive. Get on the positive side of thinking. Now, if you don't know how to get on the positive side of thinking, just a couple of weeks back, I posted a video about how to become an optimistic person. That is all about positive thinking. So if this first point you're like, oh my gosh, I have no idea where to start. How do I do that? I feel so negative right now. No, stop. Take a breath. Actually, really, take a breath. Calm down. And you have access to that video because it's right here on GILD Coaching's YouTube channel. Look for that video. It's how to become an optimistic person. I give you the steps to increase the level of optimism and positivity in your life. And these are things that I guide my clients through. So you're definitely going to want to check that out. But not to take you away from this video right here, my favorite of the steps that I tell you in that video is keeping a gratitude journal. I understand that a lot of people don't like journaling. And you know what I say to those people? Tough, because the gratitude journal is the #1 way that I keep track of all of the abundance in my life. And when I am having a bad day, and sometimes I have bad days, I can go back to that gratitude journal and look at all of the beauty that I have practiced gratitude for. And it reminds me that these things are still in my life, right? And so it helps to lift my spirit. So that's just one of the points from my video on how to be an optimistic person. But get positive. Get your thoughts pointed on something positive. Don't turn on the news. Don't talk to the people who are negative. If you're going through your Instagram, your Twitter, your Facebook feed, and there's negative stuff in there, unfollow those people and just fill it full of positive things all the time. I recently had somebody reach out to me on Facebook and say, hey, I'd like to be personally connected on here because you're really positive and I need more positivity. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. Come on. Let's fill our feeds with positivity. That's what I'm all about. And that's what you need to be all about. So you will absorb what's around you. If you're feeling like you're negative, you do need to cut out things like aggressive news programs. You do need to cut out things like scary movies or high action movies with a lot of drama and gore, anything like that. Cut that out, even if it's just for a little while, even if you're going to go back to it later. But cut that out because everything that comes into your mind impacts your level of positivity. And you don't want to add anything that's stressful. So any entertainment, books, anything like that you're spending your time on, make sure that it's light, funny, positive. Okay, #2. I don't know about you, but I love to get rewarded. I love for people to tell me good job. I also love to reward myself with a really nice glass of wine or maybe a treat. Or I've said several times on this YouTube channel how much I love my daily hot salt baths. That is a reward for me. At the end of the day, I've finished the day, I've done a great job, it's time to relax and really love myself. Make sure that you have a reward system built in. That brings my journal back in. I write down little tiny things that I need to remember to celebrate. And right before my salt bath, I actually look in and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. That happened earlier. I'm so happy and grateful for this. And now I'm going to reward myself with this bath. And sometimes a glass of wine at the same time. So whatever floats your boat, right? And the third way that you can make sure that you are getting your personal mojo back is to get some accountability. Now, a lot of people will tell their mom or their brother or their best friend, hey, hold me accountable on this. Sorry, that doesn't usually work because those people play a certain role in your life. And if they overstep in those areas, then it's just going to fall apart. So you need an accountability group. You need people who care about you, but you also need them to not be afraid to tell you a hard truth once in a while. That's why a lot of people hire me to be their mentor. You're welcome to check that out. I'd love to talk to you, but you can also join our free tribe on Facebook. It's the Gilded Tribe, and there's a link to it in this video description. So those are 3 ways for you to find your own personal motivation. Again, just to review, you need to get positive, you need to get rewarded, and you need to make sure that you have peer accountability to see you through this tough time, because we all go through patterns where we're going to get back into the negative and we're going to get into that rut. And if you tell people what you're trying to do, if you tell people where you're trying to go, and they do care about you and they have agreed to play that role of accountability partner for you, then they have permission to hold you accountable there. And it really can make all the difference. I just think about, the difference between doing a home workout versus going to the gym where other people can see me. I got to admit, I try a little bit harder when other people can see me, right? Because I don't really want to be judged. Nobody really wants to be judged or be seen as sloughing off or doing something poorly. And that is peer accountability. It's just that positive peer pressure. So if this has been of any help to you, will you please give me a thumbs up and let me know that you liked it? You can leave me any questions or comments in the chat. And then also, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. We'd love to have you here, and hit that bell so that you know the next time that we drop a video like this that can help you live a more motivated, focused, lower stress, higher success life. See you next time.